Alright, what's up everybody? Sewer Badger here. Gonna be a little quieter today, cause my parents are currently asleep in the next, and on the other side of the house, and for some weird reason, acoustics being what it is, sound transfers way too nicely between the wall to my immediate right. But that notwithstanding, we're going to be rolling along here. Gonna just copy. Oops. Dang it. Then we're going to... Where did I place that? Oh, right. Heck. Yeah, it's about 5 a.m. here, so... Pretty tired. Alright, so... And we make this easier on myself. Copy the right. I did it the right way. Well, record time to lose 11 subscribers. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna directly. It just seems kind of shitty to directly try to compete with Chicken Man on his own server. Kind of shady. Gonna start. Alright. Rolling right along. Alright, so going to be looking to try to cast some Mica. I'm not seeing him. Either that or he is so let's go ahead. There's no no Mica. Sag. It's gonna be seeing gonna try to watch cast C2 Curry versus Ryung. Gonna see what shakes there. If all else fails. try to catch who we can. Now, of course, with this, I can't really see what's going on in chat. So, wow. Where's Demi? Young versus Curry. Gotta be about the same time for Australia, no? Maybe. I don't know. So I'm going to... You know what? See if there's room here. Ah, it looks like there is. Awesome. Alright, so. That is the worst possible ping, folks. 9,999. How do you even play the game at that point? Good thing I'm not playing. It's gonna be Scarlet versus Demi. Scarlet playing Protoss. And Demi playing Zerg. Oh no. Wonder what Scarlet has to wreck us with. Down up here in the top right, representing Shopify Rebellion, it is going to be Scarlet. Down here in the bottom left, representing Maturino Esports, it is going to be Demi with blue drones. We're going to be setting up her hotkeys. Scarlet over here is going to be, wow. That's a very far forward pylon. It's gonna be just a standard fare here. Gonna be taking the third in the presence of a block. This probe gonna be running in here. Scarlet hitting 400 APM. Demi chilling out at around 200. And as we just rocket here into the second part of the early game, gonna be seeing what shakes, what rolls. Why is this lagging so much? It's not a comfortable thing, but be some mineral line harassment coming out of Scarlet. Pool's going to be finishing up here. Side of the map, we have a cyber core coming down, and it looks like could go any which way. Going to be chronoing out a depth, so I think it's going to be a Stargate opener here out of Scarlet. It was just scouted that there is in fact a third. Some things are going to come over here to try to deny this probe. And it's going to proceed fairly smoothly. Probably going to be seeing an oracle here. Going to be seeing a second adept. First one's coming across the map, going to be shading over towards the natural. And going to be very wary of this queen. Going to be shading up into the main. Going to try to catch a drone or two. Going to definitely force a spore crawler. Does Demi know about the Stargate? No, they do not. They're going to be relatively sporeless for the first part of the game. And when this oracle pops, it's going to be a huge surprise. Already a third adept all on the way. And did that adept go down? Yeah, it did go down. So that adept coming down for free is not going to be cheap for Scarlet to start off with. Already these Ling's going to be on the other side of the map to cancel this third. Going to get a scout off on this oracle. And that is going to be very good for Demi in this. It's going to keep queens in position here, and going to be able to fend it off, only losing 2 drones as a result. Going to force Scarlet to pull back for the time being. It's just going to start spreading the creep. Meanwhile, on the Scarlet side of the map, we're going to be seeing an oracle. Another oracle coming out, second gateway coming down. And queens being over here to the left of the base. Third or natural, however you want to look at it, going to be finishing up here. Stalker's going to be hunting down this Overlord. And it looks like it's going to be a Ling style out of Demi here. And Scarlet seems well set up for that sort of thing. Going up to a third oracle, I think. That's 1, 2, 3 oracles. Yeah, it is going to be 3 oracles, which are going to be able to deal well with Lings, but it's going to be a Twilight coming down. Maybe we're going to be seeing some Blink Star, going to be seeing some hero style Protoss out of Scarlet here. 3 queens over here. Going to be Scarlet going to lose that oracle. It looks like it's just going to barely get out on time. We're going to get out alive. Already being battered down, going to be forced to be relegated to defensive duty here. Some more Stalkers coming out. Going to be +1 in Blink starting up, and over here the third being saturated. And some Overlord's going to be sniped here. It's going to be pretty difficult for Demi to deal with this. Going to be the Queen's repositioning over here. Things trying to come in first round, but they're going to get scouted here. Oracle's keeping these Stalkers safe from them, and overall, pretty aggressive sides out of Scarlet here. Doesn't quite have Blink, but it is going to do what damage she can. Ling over here going to be spotty for the fourth. It's going to be more gateways coming down. Going to be walling off this natural from a Ling run by from this side. But if a Ling run by comes up by from this side, it is going to be well defended by this shield battery. Over here in the natural, going to be continuing up with this wall off, an Immortal coming out. Now the second Robo coming down, and nothing out of the Stargate quite yet. +1 and Blink halfway finished. Ling's going to be built, and going to be enough of them to fend off any aggression out of Scarlet in this particular part of the game. And more creep being spread, fourth and a fifth being taken. Already the fourth finishing up here. Ling over here scouting the corner fifth. and it is going to be a triangle fourth out of line. Going to be a fourth here out of Scarlet. Looks to be transitioning into a mid game fairly simply here. Going to be already in the mid game, but gonna cancel some creep over here. So queens are gonna be replacing those tumors fairly shortly. Blink Stalkers, the Immortal's gonna be Blink finishing up here. Storm coming down for Scarlet. Over here at the natural, we're gonna see an Overseer coming in, gonna scout all of this out, and a Photon Cannon going up. Gonna be slowing down the gas mining a bit, but with +2 finishing up and a scout coming in just in time to be able to find that. And undoubtedly, Demi is gonna be feeling a little constricted here. Some High Templar being warped in, and 2 more Immortals sitting over there. This Ling is going to set out this stasis trap, which is going to be very uncomfortable for Scarlet here. Bunch more Lings coming in, more roach, and it looks like roaches are going to be added in, and a lot more Lings going to be coming in. Charge on the way, +2, about a quarter of the way done. Ling still over here, providing vision over here for Demi. We're going to see what happens. 4 more gateways. Going to be again a gateway explosion out of Scarlet. More lag coming down. This is really... It's getting pretty bad. Wonder if it's me. Let me check. No? Just going to be more stuff here. An Adept going to be coming across way past the mid game, but it is going to probably get traded out pretty soon here. All of these players, no strangers to playing with lag. I imagine, but I mean this lag's pretty bad. It's one of those kind of game-ending lags. But the Charizard's going to be running by here over to the third, going to get stopped by this Roachling Bane. You're going to get us around here. Going to be able to find a bunch of Lings, but not much more than that. Scarlet looking to just deny some creep. Demi's going to pull the trigger here. A massive stasis ward going to be finishing up here. Is Baneling going to sidle on out between his Ling and Baneling compatriots? And on the other side, Demi tries to go for a backstab of their own, but isn't quite able to catch the damage necessary, as Charizards are going to put an end to it. On the other side, more positional battles going to be taking place here as Demi is looking to rearrange himself to be able to cause damage to Scarlet, but these Archons are going to make it really hard for Demi to cause some damage, as well as these Storms, which are just constantly dealing so much damage. Baneling's going to be rolling in here. This Archon's going to eat all of them and still not lose his shields. Meanwhile, on the other side, these Immortals going to be putting in their worth in gold. Going to be killing a bunch of these roaches, and Stasis Ward's looking to have stopped these Banelings, and that is going to be Demi forced to tap out here in Game 1. Scarlet taking a very rousing victory in this first game of the series. And it is going to be Scarlet very comfortably winning. And as we hop into Game 2, it is going to be on Ancient Cistern. Demi versus Scarlet. Is it going to be another PVZ? Is it going to be a ZVZ? We'll see what happens here. As we have more stuff coming down. already more other series taking place here. This is going to be one of 3 or 4 series that I'm going to be casting today. Going to be casting the rest from replays probably. So there is a limited amount of room. And it is going to be a ZVZ down here in the bottom left of Ancient Cistern. The ESL version, it is representing Shopify Rebellion. It is Scarlet. And up here in the top left, it is going to be representing Maturino Esports. It is going to be Demi with the blue drones. Some pretty bad lag already coming out of here. I don't think it's my internet. But it might also be the fact that I'm trying to stream and do this at the same time. We'll see what it is. Getting a pretty decent ping otherwise to the KR server. Going to be a hatch first out of Scarlet. On Demi's side of the map, it is going to be a pool first, so we're going to be seeing some spice out here in the beginning. Demi looking to take their natural, and it is going to be a hatch gas pool out of Scarlet. Might get caught off guard by this pool first from Demi. I don't think Scarlet will though. An earlier hatch meaning that Scarlet's going to pull ahead in the worker department, but she has to be able to defend these 6 links that are going to be coming across the map here pretty soon, fairly ably. She is going to scout. Is she going to scout it? So links might just dodge all the overlords and arrive at the natural undetected. Overlord going to be poking in, going to be scouting for a natural, going to see the timing of it, and going to realize that this was a pool first. This Overlord going to be coming across, going to be seeing that the natural is in fact finished. It's going to see that it was a hatch first out of Scarlet. These 6 links going to be darting in here, 2 links already out for Scarlet. David's going to try to catch these drones. Gonna try and catch them, but isn't gonna quite be able to catch any of them. Instead, it's gonna put some damage on this hatchery. The natural finishes up for Demi, and these lings are gonna be evicted out of Scarlet's natural as Demi retreats across the map, having lost 2 lings. Not sure what damage they were able to catch before them, but I'm not sure it justifies it as Scarlet now has a ling advantage. On the other side of the map, we don't see any Banling nests quite yet. Banling nests being quite popular in ZVZ. There'll be a ling left behind here. Gonna scout for a third. Gonna be an Evo chamber coming down first. And check the worker count. Looks like Scarlet, looks like they're even. With Scarlet being behind 2 workers. Link's gonna try to dive in, catch some information, but isn't gonna be able to catch any information off bat there. Triple Evo chamber. This is gonna be turned very interesting very quickly, as triple Evo chamber means they're probably gonna drop a Roach Warren here soon. Yep, and over here, wait, what? That's double Evo, never mind. It's Roach Warren over here. It's gonna be for Demi. Already 6 lings over here on Demi's side of the map. Gonna try to see what they can catch. Gotta deny this creep. On the other side of the map, gonna be taking both of her gases, and the third's about 3/4 finished. 2 overlords gonna be right there with all the positioning and the information needed. This 2 queens gonna come off here on creep, and with a roaches coming out here. And roach speed on the way a little faster than the Scarlet's roach speed. Demi's probably going to have a small window to attack once roach speed finishes. But it is going to be a roach advantage. More queens meaning that more hatcheries meaning that the production is greater for Scarlet here. And it's going to be a pretty rough hold for... It's going to... If she manages to hold this, Demi is just way too far behind, and I think she is going to be able to hold it here. Roach speed finishing up... roach speed starting up. +1 missile going to be 2/3 finished. But for Demi, missile attack is already almost done here. Going to be finishing up. And over here in the natural, going to be a round of overlords. There's Lings over here. There's a overlord over here. Another overlord over here. Going to be providing some excellent vision for Scarlet here, who was pulling ahead in the army department. But is behind 4 workers. That is gonna soon change. And it's 2 Ovies chilling out over here, romantic rendezvous. 2 Lings over here gonna be seeing that there's 2 overlords on her from Demi on Scarlet's side of the map. Gonna be seeing what the roach battles will hold for us today as we roll right along onto the 6-minute mark. We're past the halfway mark in 6 minutes. And not a whole lot of action here, but we do have some pokes and prods from both players. We're going to be getting their own Ravagers. Demi is going to be over here, chilling in their base. Pneumatized Carapace going to be finishing up for Scarlet. Meanwhile, Ground Carapace going to be finishing up for Demi here. Double Evo for Scarlet as well, meaning that +2 missiles is going to be... Oh, wait a minute. +1... I feel like... Yeah, so Demi is slightly favored in the upgrade department, but in terms of raw army, Scarlet definitely has the upper hand there. Going to be 2 Lings over here, going to be keeping an eye out for a 4th. This Overlord going to be coming in here with a roach drop. 4th going to be coming down here for Demi, but the numbers advantage favoring Scarlet here, but she's going to have to pull back. But up here in the main, it is going to get stopped here, and it's going to lose a roach for free. Already on the other side of the map is going to be continued roach wars. Going to try to set up a quick concave here is Demi, and Biles landing, Biles firing. Going to be a lot of damage here in this battle here. I don't think either player has a particular strong advantage here. Here you can see the army supply is relatively even, so are the workers. Excellent micro coming out of both players. You can see how evenly they matched they are in terms of ZVZ, but it is going to be fairly close here. Upgrades haven't been started up for Demi here. No +2 Carapace, but +1 missile attack. Going to be finishing up. Going to be there for both players. And Demi's going to push Scarlet out of their territory. For these 4 are going to try to do the same thing that Scarlet did, but not going to be able to pull it off here. It was no more success than Scarlet did. Well, excellent defense by Scarlet. Fantastic defense out of Demi, and gonna try to split off some roaches to try to double prong. As gonna get caught here. As Scarlet has to retreat on out if you're on the other side of the map. On the other side, another battle takes place, but it's more of a little skirmish here. We're just gonna be trying to dive back in, but they are gonna get killed here. Gonna lose 2 or 3 for free, but it is gonna be a very bad trade for Scarlet on this side of the map. Demi clearly preparing for all of this. Is going to be very solidly set up. Going to be splitting against these biles. Excellent control. As this battle is continuing to escalate, it is clear that I think Demi has the upper hand. Already a Nidus Worm coming up into Scarlet's main. Going to be transporting some roaches over here on the other side of the map. A bunch of drones coming down. 7 for Scarlet, but 9 for Demi. Is going to be a lot of damage here. Already Demi looking to turn the tables around. Going to try to get some aggression done here. Scarlet setting up defensively. Going to be preparing over here at her fourth. Bunch of overlords over here, another overlord right here. Overlord speed being finished for both players, and already the production tab looking to favor Scarlet here on the other side of the map. What do we have for Demi as far as other tech? Just a roach or a Nidus Worm. With Scarlet going into lurkers, Demi has a very small window here before Seismic Spines kicks in, and it looks like they're gonna try to take it. But the problem is that they only have so much range, and Demi is just gonna tap out of here, realizing the tech advantage favoring Scarlet's gonna eventually wear them down as Seismic Spines takes hold. Scarlet takes the 2-0. Gonna be winning a PVZ and a ZVZ here. And we'll take a look at the bracket, see what's shaking. Looks like Rostock didn't show an Estrella. Is going to be meeting up against Scarlet. And that we're going to follow. Because Estrella versus Scarlet is definitely something we want to catch. Hanmano going to be winning against Battlebee. Ryung going to be defeating Curry. I think we're going to be seeing Ryung versus Cyan. We see Creator versus Hanmano and Estrella versus Scarlet. I think we're going to be seeing Ragnarok versus Rex. Oh, where is Estrella? Rostock does not look to be here. Then we're gonna be knocked down to the lower bracket to fight their way up. That is not going to be it's not going to be a pleasant ride up, as it is going to be very tough. It's going to be a series of best of threes down there. Maybe Estrella and Scarlet. Wonder where Estrella is. It was a very interesting series. Race swap coming from Scarlet, looking to make things a little interesting. PVZ in the first one, ZVZ. Regardless of how many times you play it, it's always going to be playing out similarly. The first part of the game is going to be Lings, maybe some Banelings, and then the second part of the battle is going to be Roach Wars. Right into Hydra Lurker Viper. And it's pretty much the ultimate, I think. Hydra's being able to deal fairly well with with mutalisks. However, it was demonstrated in that while Demi had a very strong understanding of Roach Micro and Ling being able to match Scarlet micro for micro, it came at a cost of not being on point with the tech switches, and just wasn't able to pull off the victory. Uh, 4 hours of broken sleep or appropriate sleep does not make. Not be seeing much there. But gonna be game 2 between Creator and Hanmano. Gonna catch that one. And well, it's full. Sag. Alright, so and they're gonna be rolling up in here. Stock just not being in, just turning out to be a no-show here. That filled up really quick. Wardy's probably going to be dropping those replays. I'll just go and rename them while I wait. Rename. What is this? This one was Scarlet versus Demi. Game 1 PVC, and that would be KSL SummerSlam. KSL SS. No. Let's just go with KSL SummerSlam. Usually that is good enough. Wait a minute, let me do a little tricksies. V. Just need to change a few things. Because that is was a little different. Oh, well. Rolling right along. Not gonna be seeing Estrella popping up here. Estrella already advancing to the round 3 off of walkover. So, where's Estrella? Not really showing up here. Gonna just make sure that. Wow. No games yet. So I guess we just chill here and we wait. Stray gonna be popping back in here, I would. I will try to catch Scarlet versus Estrella. Oh god. Some my oh god was not about this, but it was about a meme that I'm currently looking at. It was two trees looking at a cut down tree, and one was thinking, I knew she was lying about her age. A little filthy humor, but maybe not so filthy. Who knows? Stray gonna be coming in here late. I'm gonna try to catch Scarlet vs. Stray, which is certain to be a very fun cast. Everyone flocked to Creator versus Ryung, I think it was. No, it was Creator versus Hanmano. Hanmano is a very fun style to cast. He's known for his weird all-ins and just generally being a fun guy to cast. If you can make it to the qualifiers, you will be into the KSL SummerSlam, which is a $4,500 prize pool. It's absolutely insane. Oh, whoop. Gonna be entering the lobby here. Estrella versus what? No. 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 Swap me and Scarlet, please. Oh, yeah, thank you. That was, Scary for a second. And I'm going to be casting alongside Light, VIP, and Wardy. Definitely give their streams a look if you haven't seen them. Kanoya also going to be there. And as we're hopping into Neo Humanity, it's going to be Estrella versus Scarlet. And these two went up against each other before in the DreamHack. Down here, spawning in the bottom right of Neo Humanity, is going to be representing Maturino Esports, Estrella. Scarlet over here in the top left, representing Shopify Rebellion, it is Scarlet. I saw that cheeky little look over here. I wonder if Scarlet has anything particularly cheesy planned on this map. I love that you can mine these out and just go for a lane flood from the line third. Alrighty, this drone going to be coming down. It looks like it's going to be a standard opener from Scarlet 15. This could be 16 hatch. So, wait, is a strip? Oh my God! Estrella going for Nexus first on Neo Humanity, a relatively short map that is only lengthened by this particular thing, by this slow zone. And as this probe comes across the map, that is a very fast Nexus. If Scarlet scouts this, and it is going to be a double gas out of Estrella. What is shaking on this earth? It's going to be a hatch pool gas from Scarlet here. And it's going to be double gateway. And it's probably Cybercore going to be plopped down here. Still producing workers. Going to be running right up against the supply block here. Never mind. As that finishes up, it gives him the supply he needs, and holy crap, this is a weird opener. Two Link's going to fend off this probe that is looking to get some scouting done. Queen's going to be finishing up here, and it is only going to be 2 Lings for Scarlet. On the other side of the map, it is going to be a double Adept opener for Estrella, who's going to continue on this weird path. I'm going to be going for mineral heavy income. There's 2 Adepts going to meet up here. Going to try to see what damage they can get done as this Queen spots them. They are going to deny the creep, and they're going to shade into the main where there are 2 additional Queens, 6 Lings, and Estrella's going to cancel the shade. Another Adept coming out, a Stalker coming out, 2 more Adepts coming out. It makes me wonder, are we going to be seeing some Glaive Adepts here? Out of Estrella? Maybe. I don't know. Stalker going to fend off this Overlord, which is just going to come in the side door here. It's going to try to float in over here, try to see what is going on behind the mineral line in the natural. And so far it's stabilized into a fairly standard game. Estrella really whipping out the weirdness here. A few Adepts going to shade in here, going to cancel the shade. It's going to be 3 Adepts over here on the other side of the map, 3 Queens over here ready to defend against those. 5 Adepts. And he's going Robo? Behind this, he's going Twilight Robo. What is he doing? Going to be a Roach one in the middle, in the mineral line here. But it is going to be forced to cancel and lose the drone, which means that is 63 lost minerals. or 63. 37 plus 50, 87. Fueling's going to be diving in here. And it is going to be Blink. No doubt Scarlet's a little confused as to what on earth Estrella is doing. I'm going to try to shade in there, but going to cancel the shade after seeing a bunch of Lings ready to defend. And it is going to be a Baneling nest out of Scarlet, which actually plays into Estrella's head, oddly, because he's going Blink. These Lings going to be right on top of those and forcing Estrella to cancel those. Gonna be a Warp Prism coming out of Estrella. See his Lings run by. I don't think they're going to be able to find a whole lot of damage here. This battery protecting the mineral line very well. What on earth? I am so confused. Going to be a forge coming down. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, going to be a Baneling nest with no Bane speed, but a Roach Warren rolling in here. And she is gonna, Scarlet is gonna find out that it is Stalkers. Estrella going for the Glaive Adept fake out into Blink. With this Observer alone, gonna be able to clear up some creep. Gonna try to get a cancel on this fourth. So Lings and Queen's gonna try to come in here to defend, but I don't think that's enough Lings. Nope, that's gonna start to become enough Lings pretty quick here. And they're gonna try to blink out of here and get into this choke point. These Lings definitely cannot engage. Already a Ling on the other side of the map, gonna try to scout for a fourth. Well, I wonder what Estrella's planning. Already going double robo behind this. +1 attack being a third of the way done. He's definitely bent on getting this hatchery, and he is going to get it here in the end. Going to blink on out of there. Broodling's going to chase after him, going to de-aggro and stop doing that for a bit. Stalker's going to blink out of here. And going to try to do what they can. It's going to be double Colossus from Estrella, who is just embracing the chaos. Already Thermal Lance being researched. A fourth being taken with the Rich Geyser. 21 probes over here are going to be transferred over to the fourth. Ling's going to be diving in for a run, but I'm going to try to see what's... sorry. I'm just going to see what damage they can catch, but a Photon Cannon is going to put a stop to that. In a very beautiful position, Cannon Battery behind Gateway is going to stop Scarlet from being able to run in here. Not going to scout it though. Roach is coming out, and already 2 Colossus out, and another pair on the way. Thermal Lance being 2/3 of the way done, +2 being started, and Charge being a little less than half of the way done. The supplies are going to be even. The workers, the army, is with Estrella taking a slight lead in workers, but Scarlet having more army. It is going to be infestors on the field. Going to be gathering up some of that energy. 16 Lings on the way. A bunch of zealots in the mineral line. Going to see what they can catch here. Estrella is going to lose a zealot, but he didn't give it up for free. This zealot is going to be able to catch some damage on those drones and those Lings. Going to be able to get this tower as well. Ling's gonna immediately slap that down. from these robos. A couple disruptors are out. Going to be cleaning up some of this creep, and this warp prism is definitely going to be a thorn in Scarlet's side as this first engagement starts being forced by Estrella over towards her third. Already a lot of banelings being rolled in here. +1 shields on the way for Estrella. She's gonna try to go for a lane backstab, but when it meets this cannon battery, I don't know how much damage it's gonna be able to catch. I think already a super battery being used here. Gonna defend against all of these lings on the other side of the map. It is gonna be Estrella taking out the fourth, getting 20 workers. And on the other side of the map, the aggression is starting to peter out. Going to try to go for a flank here behind. A huge disruptor going to catch both infestors. And Estrella is going to take game number 1. Beautiful disruptor shot to wrap that all up. And that was a very explosive end to that match. Game 2 is going to be played on Dragon Scales here. We are going to be joined by Stasis, also on a stream. And as we roll right along into this game 2, Estrella up 1. We're going to see how this plays out. Going to be played on Dragon Scales. I don't know how I feel about this map for Zerg in the Protoss vs. Zerg, but it is definitely a good map to have a very aggressive game on here. And up here in the top right of Dragon Scales, it is going to be representing Maturino Esports, Estrella. And down here in the bottom left, representing Shopify Rebellion, representing the Rebels, it is going to be Scarlet. Down a game and looking to get some revenge here. Already the probe being sent out, going to try to get a block on that natural pylon coming down. We're going to see some shenanigans out of Estrella here. Already Scarlet moving that drone down to take the natural. Is that worker going to be in time? I don't think it is, and Estrella's going to scout an early natural here. It is going to be a gateway first here. And as Estrella waltzes up into the main, he is going to see not a whole lot. It is the beginning of the game, and as such, not a whole lot's going to be shaken for the time being. For both of these players, they are already setting up what they're going to be doing in the mid game. It is going to be a hatch pool gas out of Estrella, the famous Zerg player, out of Scarlet, the famous Zerg player in this current matchup. Estrella already looking to start the cyber core here. It's going to start a second gas and a pylon up here on the high ground. And the natural of Scarlet, it is going to be finishing up here. With the Cybercore finishing up, we're going to be seeing what the tech choice is for Estrella here. Already an Adept being started up. It is going to be a delayed delayed warp gate in favor of a Stargate here, which Scarlet is duly going to scout here. And as this adept comes across the map, we're going to be kicking off the action here. Second adept on the way. Natural being saturated. Fueling's going to be over here somewhere, waltzing about. Australia is going to scout that there is a third for Scarlet here, and Oracle being started up. The second adept already heading across the map. Going to finish up this wall off, and the Shade's going to dive in here to try to get some scouting information. Going to cancel the Shade right before a worker transfer happens, or random workers finishes up and the main goes across. These two adepts gonna have some damage put down on their shields from this queen, but overall just looking to see if there's an opening. Scarlet being very solid in the defense is gonna fend these off with ease. On the other side of the map here is gonna be a second Oracle. Already up here in the main, it is going to be an Oracle catching 3 kills. So Queen's going to try to get some damage done up, but not before the Oracle came there and did what it needed to do. This wall is going to be wide open for Estrella and the supply block here. Going to be very rough. A Ling backstab going to get a cancel on this third, I think. Already Ling's trying to go ahead and get the wraparound, but a quick pile in there is going to save him. And with a round of adepts being warped in, gonna save this. Nexus. These Lings are forced to retreat for the time being. A adept being warped up here in the main to block the entrance, and it is gonna be a Forged Twilight. Probably gonna be going for that hero style that we saw in Game 1 between Scarlet versus Demi. Shield battery finishing up in the third. Gonna be able to ensure the safety of all of these workers. Already over here, a drone gonna get caught by this Oracle. It's gonna be so very costly. It's gonna be 62 mineral cost for Scarlet here. 4 workers being rounded up at the main. 5. Gonna be 8 workers. 3 more on the way. 3 adepts gonna be coming in here, gonna catch what drones they can. The 2 queens not gonna have the requisite damage necessary to kill these before they get the damage they want done. It is gonna be 5 workers, 6 workers going down up there at the third. These 3 oracles gonna come over here. Gonna get a cancel on, gonna get a kill on all of that. On that creep tumor. I was just going to back on out of there as more damage is put down on them and they're not able to sustain their presence in that area. Severe damage on one Oracle really going to severely limit how much use Estrella is going to be able to get out of it. It's going to be very defensive. It's going to be used for mostly revelations, I think. Meanwhile, over here at the natural, it's going to be 2 Stalkers standing sigil. Another gateway on the way. Blink already 3/4 finished. +1 weapons already 3/4 finished. I think we're going to be seeing an attack here pretty soon out of Estrella. Stasis Ward going to try to catch some workers, but is only going to catch a drone heading out of the gas. Baneling Nest finishing up here. Over here at the natural, going to be Roach Warren, Roach Speed, and 3 queens over here. 5th being taken over here in the corner, over here at the third. It is just going to be business as normal. Looking at the current position of both players, I think that it's really even, maybe even a little favored in Scarlet in the terms of army, but with defensive positions being what they are for Protoss, I think it's gonna be even for the next 2 minutes maybe. Already storm coming down, so I was wrong that we were gonna see a timing attack at 1+1 finishes. Already these oracles looking to scare away this army of Scarlet, who is massing more roachling, going to be getting some baneling speed, going to be getting +2 melee. On the other side of the map, it is going to be another gateway explosion. This time going to be seeing 5 gateways here. And it looks like Estrella lost an oracle, severe damage on both of these. That's going to be pretty rough here. Already not working to replace it, which means it's going to be pretty rough. Already a massive attack being lined up here, going to try to break down these rocks and open it up a bit so the Stalkers can't really take advantage of it. However, Storm is going to be completed, and we have a bunch of storms over here. That is 5 storms, and an Immortal over here going to be slightly out of position for this, but it is going to be in time. There's Roaches looking to get some damage done, going to try to catch some of this army, but Storm phases them out, and Storms on the Banelings are going to try to catch these High Templar, but quick and timely. Oh my god. Quick and timely hits from these quick and timely merges from on these High Templar are going to prevent them and force this particular position where Archons are finishing up. These Roaches are going to start falling now. Stalkers, Immortals, Adepts, all of which are just raining hellfire down on these Roaches, and Scarlet's going to have to pull back for the time being. Already up massively in army, but I don't think it's going to be able to do much here. In this particular instance, it's going to be up 102 army supply versus Estrella 63. Another Immortal being formed there at the 4th. And what do the upgrades look like for both players? It's going to be +2 melee for Scarlet. It's going to be Ling speed, Roach speed, Bane speed, and it's going to be +1 missile. And as Scarlet sets up to attack this 3rd here, that 4th actually, not going to be able to find much damage as this Oracle scouts it. And this Charts Outrun by tries to get some damage done, but instead scouts a double prong from Scarlet. Estrella going to be splitting up his army, going to be starting more cannons over here, going to be looking to dodge Biles from being able to cause too much chaos. However, they are going to kill a... Oh no. Baneling's going to be rolling up here to the mineral line. We're going to catch 7 workers here, but the Stalkers are going to stop the rest of them. They are, however, going to catch some damage on those charge lots. And this is just going to be overwhelming. Meanwhile, on the other side, Scarlet tries to roll in again, but these Banelings are going to get killed. On the other side here, these Stalkers looking to catch whatever damage they can. Scarlet going to be forced to pull back here. On the other side, another storm comes down on these Roaches, and that is just so much damage by that storm, but it is going to hold on long enough for Scarlet to be forced to pull back. +3 attack on the way for Estrella, +1 shields, 2 more shield batteries. And on Scarlet's side of the map, what do we have? We have a infestation pit, maybe looking to go lurkers here. Already +1 missile attack being almost done researching. And another attack over here at the 3rd. We're going to put Estrella on the back foot here. And we're going to lose both Oracles to Biles. Going to be a sandwich here, though. Going to try to rescue this 3rd. I don't think he's going to be able to rescue that. Rescue it. As a matter of fact, Banelings do cause so much damage on that 3rd. Going to cause a kill here. And 21 workers down. Already, this position is looking absolutely beautiful for Scarlet here. And the army split. Going to be coming out here. So small little army over here for Scarlet, but massive army over here. Going to be causing some surprise. Going to try to target down this High Templar, but the shield battery is going to keep it alive for the time being, but not for long. as this army comes in and is able to defend that. But on the other side, it is going to be absolute mayhem as Scarlet rolls in here as Queen of Blades, absolutely laying waste to everything Estrella has. Estrella just barely holding on, this Archon barely living. But barely living being enough to force Scarlet back. She's just constantly slamming in from both angles. It is only a matter of time before she starts triple pronging, and this natural is looking awfully exposed. No unit in the wall off. It does not look good for Estrella. This observer going to be keeping an eye over here. Gonna definitely see that there's an army knocking down his front doorstep. It looks like Scarlet is going to reposition here, forcing Estrella into this awkward middle ground as these Lynx and Roaches are overwhelming this part of the fourth, become third. It is just turning out not so good for Estrella in this particular matchup. Losing both Oracles to Biles really made this particular setup bad for him, and as he starts losing everything here, I don't think Estrella has this game. Already the army supply heavily favoring Scarlet, worker supply again favoring Scarlet in a very one-sided way. And as more damage is coming down on the other side of the map, these Charizard's going to try to get what damage they can get done, but these Link's going to stop them, and as Scarlet rolls in with everything, it is going to be a GG as Scarlet takes game number 2 and they are tied in this best of 3. That was a very brutal end. Scarlet definitely rolling in there from all sides, left, right, and center, forcing Estrella to really be on the defensive. But Estrella's defense not really able to compete with Scarlet's aggression. We're going to see what game number 2 holds here. On Gresvin. So this map is in fact going to be started here. Estrella, his profile pick being the Carbot Zealot, which that was an absolute gem of a series. Roll up into this game number 3, up here in the top right of Gresvin. Presenting Match Arena Esports, it is going to be Estrella. And down here in the bottom left, representing Shopify Rebellion, is going to be Scarlet. Going over here for, again, the early hatchery. Doesn't look like Estrella's... Wait. That isn't an early hatchery. Now we play past detectives as we realize that's a proxy hatch. Ladies and gentlemen, things are about to get spicy as a proxy hatch is on the wings. It's on the wind here. Oh my god. Hatchery being thrown down right now over here for Scarlet, going to be fully saturating the mineral line. Estrella going to be coming across here, going to scout the fact that it is No natural. No third. And it is going to be a pool gas. And that hatchery gets scouted. Cybernetics core coming down. Would not be surprised if... It is going to be a forge here. Already, this hatchery has a bit of time left on it. And it is going to be a pylon in front of the forge in the... in front of the forge in the cybernetics core. As this forge starts to get really close to finishing up here. You'll see if Estrella can make it down, can put down a cannon in time, and a cannon gets down in time for this to really be a defense. And he is going to be able to hold on to this for the time being. Going to be able to scout that it is in fact a proxy hatchery very early on. Going to be able to provide some defense here. And as this cannon finishes up, it is going to be an even more solid bulwark here. Going to try to put some damage down on this hatchery. Bunch of lings already gathering up here, and Scarlet is going to get really greedy here. Going to go for a double hatchery. Going to just keep this at the front for plastering. There isn't going to be any there isn't going to be a whole lot of aggression, I don't think, coming out of Scarlet here. Already the creep being spread around here. Gonna try to restrict some of Estrella's bases, but this probe over here is seeing absolutely everything. Going to be seeing that it is in fact a third and a natural at the same time. And these adepts are going to be diving in here. Absolutely nothing here for Scarlet, and timely recall here going to save both of these. And as they roll up here, they're going to be able to take down this proxy hatch. These things are going to be coming across. Maybe try to save it? If she saves it, that would be sick. This position already looking pretty dire for Estrella. Scarlet's greed really paying off here. But she's still down in workers, so she's got a bit of ways to catch up before it starts to become an even position. Up here in the main is going to be a gateway explosion, depths, and down here at the natural it is going to be a robo. So I think we're going to be seeing some more prism glaive adept setups here. Probe here in the natural wall off, going to be keeping it safe. And a spore crawler here in the natural. Oh no. This isn't looking good for her. I wonder if she thinks it's going to be DTs. Estrella able to get the Nexus down before the creep spread over there. Interesting. How it feels like it spreads a little slower than usual. And again, I might just be off my rocker here. A bunch of adepts going to be scouted here by Scarlet. We'll see how strong the defense is. A bunch of lings coming out of here for her. And more adepts on the way out. But you can pull off a defense against glaive adepts with lings. It's just really difficult, and I've only seen one person able to do it. That person was Dark. we're going to be seeing what happens here as Estrella runs in here and focuses down these roaches. As the first one falls, it's going to regroup here, going to push back in, and it is going to be a lot of damage here. A bunch of roaches going to be coming out here for Scarlet, but I don't know how it's going to work out for either player. Wow. Lag is going to be really bad here. Looks like both players are relatively unaffected by these. Adept's going to be trying to shade in here, going to cancel that shade. And, well, I don't know what's going to happen next. Blink is the follow-up. And Robo Bay, so I think we're going to be seeing some Stalker Disruptor. Already a bunch more Lings, a bunch more Roaches. And these Adepts are going to be forced to pull on out of here. This Roach is going to try to follow, going to try to catch that one Adept, but aren't really going to catch any. Roach is just being ever so slightly slower than Adepts. It's going to be a Roach for an Adept, which is 25 mineral deficit trade. Roach being about 100, being about 75, 25. Wow. Being ever so slightly faster than a Roach really does pay off. More Lings coming out here, a bunch of Ravagers being morphed. And the Robo finishing up here. Maybe a few Immortals with that, the Stalkers and Disruptors. And as Scarlet gathers up here at the front of Estrella's third, all of a sudden that's going to be very rough. A beautiful Disruptor shot going to catch a bunch of these Lings, allowing these Adepts to really take care of them fully. But will it be enough? There's a bunch of Roaches, a bunch of Ravagers being formed here. I think it'll be enough. 2 Ravagers caught in that, and Estrella takes game number 3 very convincingly, and wins the series 2-1. And that will likely that will be Estrella advancing further into this tournament. It's going to be Estrella versus Ragnarok. And Scarlet versus Lemon. Probably going to catch Estrella versus Ragnarok, and then I'm going to call it a night, call it a morning. Already creator awaiting the winner of Ryung versus Cyan, which has been going a while. Oh wait, no. I think they're doing their vetoes. It is going to be a best of 5. Could be finding Ragnarok versus Estrella here. It is going to be another ZVP. Might as well get right on into this on Ancient Cistern. Did this just freeze or something? Having a breakdown? Either frozen? Oh, that was Light VIP disconnecting from the game. And as we wrap right into this, down here in the bottom left of Ancient Cistern, it is going to be Ragnarok. Up here in the top right, representing Mantorino Esports, it is Estrella. Already a Eric opener coming from Ragnarok. First. Go ahead and turn that up. Really bad. Like almost unplayable. Might just have to leave. Seems like Ragnarok is definitely being thrown off by the lag. Is that a full wall? That's a full wall. I think. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut this off here for this game. And probably just going to drop the rest to YouTube in a recording. The streaming is not working out for me. At least I think it's me. Don't worry, players, you only have to suffer for as long as this game goes. The hell? This is very frustrating. My internet making its complaints known that it does not want to stream. Already a stalker gonna come up here. Gotta try to get a catch on this overlord. Yeah. Is that a full wall? How did that? It's not a full wall. Stasis left the game. Already it is running smoother. These links gonna dive in here. Gonna get a stalker here. Gonna probably get some workers as well. We're already ended up being warped in here. Gonna try to get this pylon. Gonna catch a lot of damage here. Gonna try to catch even more damage. Gonna try to catch a pro, but I don't think they're gonna be able to catch it. This shade gonna keep him up at the front. This pylon staying alive gonna be very crucial. Already, however, going up to a third base spore crawler in each line. Not a whole lot of damage being done though. Stray's gonna be kept alive for the time being. 6 adepts gonna be coming across here. Already an oracle gonna let down a revelation, gonna allow them to be able to snipe these creep tumors. And as these go to shade into the natural, they're going to scout a bunch of speed links and pull back for the time being. These Zerglings gonna kill those rocks, open up the natural a little bit more so that they're able to get a more solid defense in a surround. Estrella already has +1 on the way, and a second Robo Bay makes me. I think he's gonna go straight to Colossi. And Ragnarok calmly taking his 4th. Worker supply relatively even. Estrella up 3 workers, but up 1 now. And up 3 army supply. Two oracles really gonna help with revelations. These 4 adepts gonna try to split up here, but Ragnarok's defense is way too solid. This observer gonna come across here. Zergling tries to come across here for a scout, but gets sniped by those stalkers. These are gonna try to go for a run by, but aren't gonna be able to catch those. And it is going to be Colossi out of Ragnarok. These Zerglings go try to their luck here, but they aren't going to find any more damage than they were in the other area. Now on the other side of the map, bunch of lings, more Zerglings, more damage, more chaos. Gonna force Ragnarok back here as they move. The oracles and the stalkers move back across the map. This warp prism, looking to. Where is that warp prism? Oh, it was right there. So looking to cause some havoc, but some well-positioned queens are going to really put an end to that. Some lag coming in here, but nothing too serious. There's two adepts going to be over here, but they're going to catch a Ling that is trying to keep up with them. I always thought it was freaky how that tentacle always looked from the creep tumor. Alrighty, Colossi are on the field. Two more Colossi on the way. And Ragnarok is going to learn about these Colossi the very difficult way. As these Lings are on the other side here, going to get a cancel on that pylon. Going to catch all of these... We're going to catch all these Adepts in a corner, but not going to be able to kill a whole lot of them before they're forced back. A bunch of Mutalisks coming in here, but a quick recall is going to save that Nexus. A Stalker's going to be over here, going to be able to blink on top of these right now. As Ragnarok loses two Mutalisks, gets only 3 workers, and that is going to be a very solid defense out of Astrea here. Pilot finishing up at the prospective 4th. And Ragnarok is going to snipe that sentry. These 5 Adepts going to really keep that safe from any Ling counterattacks, but from these Mutalisks, I'm not entirely certain. The quick reposition is going to keep it safe for the time being. These Mutalisks going to try diving into the natural here. If they can kill the cannon, they can definitely have free reign over the mineral line, but it looks like they're going to focus on the workers. Quick, and these Stalkers are going to be chasing after these Mutalisks, and they're going to catch one. 6 workers going down for Astrea, 63 workers to 80. Ragnarok in an absolutely commanding position. And yeah, I think this is going to be the last game I cast for the night. My internet's already making its complaints well known. And already Astrea splitting up these workers. Going to lose the entire mineral line here as these workers all die, and it's going to be 42 workers to 80, forcing Astrea to the very uncomfortable position of having to be the one that all ends. Vipers are almost out on the field. I don't think there are any others. No, there are not any other Vipers here on the field. An attack here is going to be able to be held off by these Colossi. 4 Colossi on the field, going to be a double prong out of Ragnarok. 2 more gateways being thrown down, and the worker count is starting to stabilize. For Astrea, 54 to 79, 106 army supply to Ragnarok's 120. Already a greater spire on the way for Ragnarok, who already has Vipers. These Stalkers looking to make short work of this creep spread on the left side of the map. Meanwhile, over here is going to be a revelation, going to scout everything that's going on over there. And the Roachling Bane is going to encounter that there are in fact 2 Colossi at that front. I believe Storm has already been researched, so I think he can push here. But these Banelings going to be able to cause a lot of damage to those High Templar. Really going to put a dampener on the amount of storms Astrea is going to be able to throw down. Ragnarok looks to be repositioning here. Going to scout the army. Going to run into the army. And this Viper is going to try to get an abduct on these 2 Colossi. He's going to get the first one. Going to get the second one. And that is going to be 2 fewer Colossi. A beautiful feedback on this Viper. Going to keep it. Going to kill it for the. Kill its ability to abduct for the time being. A storm coming down here on these Banelings. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful fight for Astrea as these are severely damaged. He's able to pull in the Colossus, but he is not able to pull in. He isn't able to kill it. And these roaches going down. Already Astrea in a commanding position here, taking out that base for Ragnarok. And these queens coming down here going to be able to cause a lot of damage. The army supply for Ragnarok is crumbling here in this game as Astrea forces Ragnarok to GG. And that's gonna do it for me tonight, or for this morning. I hope you all had as much fun as I did casting this. And I will be casting the rest of this from replays. So, hope you all have a wonderful night. And I will see you all next time with some more KSL and Lings of Liberty.